And so life becomes really, really difficult when you set up permanent residence at a camping spot. That was so deep. That was so deep. Like, that was so deep, I'm telling you. Right? It becomes really difficult. And I'm telling you, I like camping, right? I like camping, but what I love about camping is this. I'm going home. That's my favorite thing about camping. I am going home. It's easy to set up camp and sleep in a tent and boil water on a rock and try to do all these things for 2 nights when you know that I am going home. Right? It's really easy. Well, maybe not that easy, but it is possible. It becomes exciting. Right? It becomes incredible. It becomes a fun experience. When I know that I'm on my way somewhere, I am not here to stay. But it becomes very difficult when you live your life, you get to this heartbreak and you act as though you were here to stay. Right? I'm telling you, when I go camping, I make sure that those little tent pegs are not in too deep. I want to pull them out first thing in the morning, so I can be on my way. Right? And so my suggestion to us today is that as we go into those seasons, as we go through those phases, that we don't set up permanent residence where we're really supposed to be camping, where we're supposed to be passing through. We ought to have our hearts set on pilgrimage. I am not a permanent resident of Fourways, of Midrand, of whatever, of planet Earth. I'm passing through. And boy, it becomes so exciting. It becomes really exciting. And I don't say this so that I can downplay what really goes on in our lives. I don't say this so I can downplay any of that pain. Pain is very real, right? We see it in the person of Jesus who came down, and when he got down here, we see him crying as well. It's like, told you. You know what I'm saying? If I was there, I would have been like, see, Jesus, see, this is not, you don't have this in heaven. It's rough down here. It's rough down here. It's wild. Right, so we're not really saying this to downplay what is going on, but it is to encourage you. It is to give you strength for those nights when it seems particularly difficult, for you to remember, for you to look at it head on. I'm so glad I'm not staying here. Wow, I am so glad I'm not here to stay. Right? Sometimes even when it hurts at night, I just wake up. I'm so glad I'm not here to stay. Right? You ever woke up? You ever had your heart be sore like that to that point where you wake up and you're just sleeping? So, hey, man, I'm telling you, it's wild, right? And there ought to be a sense of, I'm so glad I'm not staying here. We're not saying it's not tough. Even while I'm crying, I'm so glad. Can't wait for this to be over, right? Because I know it's going to be over. I know that we're passing through it. We could go around this room and we could talk to every single person and we would hear stories about how you thought you wouldn't get through it. We could hear stories about how you thought you were not going to live, right? We could hear stories about how we thought you were not going to heal. But here you are with your nice self, dressed fancy, and you are still moving.